Hi, hello, and welcome to
The Zodiac Academy, Ruthless Boys Edition, Broken Fae, Part 1.
Uno.
That was so good.
Crisp.
Okay.
One take, baby.
All right. We are in Broken Fae, which is book 4 of Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac. And this is Part 1, chapters 1 through 15.
Hey, buddy, we're over halfway. Whoa!
Woo!
We're halfway there. Whoa!
Living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it. Oh, both of us. Our hands are. It's so cold in this room.
It's very cold in
It's
the
very
cold in the studio today.
It is titillating, if you will.
Kick
All right.
us off, my girl.
Chapter 1.
This is just a quick post reminder. This is directly after Leon and Elise
Have mated.
Dun da da da.
Our
Elysian mates.
So, chapter 1, we jump right into it. We pick up exactly where we left off. It is from Elise's POV. They are, as you so put it, fogwarts flu powdering away from the scene. So they land at Leon's family's compound. I said, well, we're at Leon's place. Imagine that.
I mean, where else are they gonna go?
I said, because, we're fucking mates now.
We're fucking mates.
We're mates. Elise has to meet the family and introduce herself as his mate because, everybody sees it with this silver. That is so
There's no denying
awkward.
it. Oh, yeah. Well, don't worry. It gets more
worse.
awkward.
Yeah. I said, that's exactly what I said. She has to introduce herself as part of the pride. Awkward. Well, don't worry. It gets more awkward because now we have to make ourselves part of the pride by letting the ladies bathe her.
Yeah.
And then don't worry, after being bathed and clothed, then there is an official a ceremony, if you will, where she is presented with all of the other high-ranking men of the family. Rory and Daddy Reginald, and if her eye strays, if she sees any of them beyond just seeing them, but
they're naked.
Correct.
Yeah,
if her eye
yeah.
strays, then they do not accept Leon as her mate. Don't worry,
It doesn't happen.
it doesn't happen.
Oh, no, sorry. They're not naked. They're pushing out their charisma.
Correct. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. They're pushing out their charisma towards her to see if they can entice her.
to snare her, basically.
Sure.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
But don't worry, they're still hot. It's all fine. So she chooses Leon. He's her true mate. They all accept her. Dun 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 dun. The fib shows up. And this is an interesting part of the story to me. So the fib shows up and they're like, knock, knock, knock. We hear that Elise Callisto might be here and we have some questions for her. Because remember, Eugene called the fib.
He was scared. And
I would have called the fib too.
Yeah, he was scared. And so he calls for help and he's like, oh my God,
'Cause he
something has
doesn't
happened.
know.
No, he doesn't know. Something has happened to her.
Right.
Yeah.
His friend, his very best friend, as far as
His bestest friend.
as Eugene is concerned. So the fib is like, hey, so we got this panicked call from this guy on campus and
and they came wee woo, sirens ablaze,
Correct.
everything as they were dipping out the night
and
before.
they the fib that shows up at Leon's is like, oh, your mates? We didn't know. That's not in the file. And Reginald, aka Daddy
Lion,
says, don't worry. This just happened last night. They'll register. Interesting. So there's a registry of mates.
right?
Okay, very cool. They start asking questions and about where Elise was, what she was doing, and the pride really covers for her here.
They really do.
And she's like, "Oh, is this what it's like to have family
yeah.
that's looking out for you?"
They're awesome.
I said the pride basically just confirms that Elise was getting railed all night by Leon.
Fucking their son, which
Correct.
was weird, but okay.
So couldn't be involved.
Couldn't possibly be somewhere else because they were here.
So I said, cute. Now she has a family.
Love it.
Great. Anything else you'd like to add on chapter 1?
No, the only other,
It sounds like yes.
no, I don't think so.
I don't think that there was
I don't think
anything
so.
Massively important. Chapter 2, we are at Ryder's POV. newsflash, none of the boys except for Leo, and even later we come to find out Leo they're not like doing great.
No, I would say this is definitely an adjustment period for all parties involved.
It's new, it's fresh.
Very.
Yes. And all of this is happening during the summer break, so like keep that in mind.
Convenient.
Yeah. So, we're with Ryder. He is not well. He's still hunting Mariella, obviously, vendetta, and he is killing Felix's guys left and right. We find out the name of Felix's second. I think this is the first time we've heard his name, Salvatore Escura.
Yes.
I said the fact that we called him out by name feels important. We'll see him later.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
And he says when torturing this unnamed person that he's torturing, he tells Ryder that Salvatore does be knowing where Mariella is.
Yeah, that he visits
that
her.
he visits her. So head on swivel for our boy Sal, if you will.
Well, we already got an old Sal.
Yeah, we got an old Sal and now we got a Sal. Salvatore.
Okay. That's it. I think that's confusing.
Old Sal.
This should be old Sal to me.
Oh, because he's like Italian.
And he's a guy.
Okay.
Old Sal to me feels like a guy.
Do we know old Sal's real name? Her
Sally, I thought we decided. Oh, no, Saliston.
Celestina. We're so dumb. I said, Elise feels guilty about what's going on and she tries to call Ryder. It doesn't go well. He's like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Can't blame him. He's not interested.
Okay. I just feel like they're all they're acting like this was her fault.
I think that they can all recognize that it's not her fault. It doesn't make it feel any better. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. I just want you to know that the first chapter from Elise's POV was 40 plus pages long, and Ryder's was
4
and a half pages. Okay.
Chapter 3, we are back to our girl Elise. Elise is desperate to try and get the gang back together. She is having a lot of conflicting emotions. She's like, I'm happier than I've ever been. Leon's great, but like, ooh, I also do be missing the other parts of my soul.
Happy and sad at the same time.
Oh, cute. We don't have rights to that. We can't
We
use
don't.
that. So Leo is like trying to help. He calls Ryder and now Dante. Leah, because he knows. He's like, my girl ain't
struggling.
fully. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll later find out that Leo himself is having some challenges as well. Dante agrees to meet with him because they go way back, right? We know that they are homies since,
They're besties.
what is it? Knee high to a
Grasshopper.
Oh, I think it's like knee high to a sow's eye or something like that.
Not familiar with that one.
Okay. Dante agrees to meet with Elise and Leo in his super special wing of his house that the gates of which are only unlocked by an alpha. I clocked that point because that feels important later.
Feels like somebody else is going to be able to walk through those gates.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I said, side note, Lionel Afux is still harassing Dante, and Dante is having none of it. He calls him Papa D Dragon.
I mean, this whole conversation. Oh, they're also sitting like in a hot tub when this conversation
Correct.
happens,
He's
and
like,
it's just
let me take this call. He won't leave me alone.
Yeah.
And we come to find out that Dante has manufactured some blackmail footage of Lionel Afux. And he is using it to gain leverage over not having to bend the knee to Lionel. So that is going to be a problem come soon. I have on page 64, paragraph 4. Okay, so we're talking about Elysian mates here because my theory is that Elise is going to have more than one.
Right.
It says, I'd looked into it, researched it, read every fucking book that I could find on Elysian mates, and they all said the same thing. Once you're bonded, you'd be totally fulfilled by your mate. You'd never want another. The mere thought of it was repulsive. Even Fae with naturally polyamorous natures wouldn't want anyone else besides their one true love. In all the cases that had ever been recorded, it had never happened until now, because I did want Dante. I ached for every part of him, from his soul to his flesh, and I'd been drowning without him and the other kings. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Okay.
The rules don't apply to Elise. As we said, she's special. And then the back half of this chapter is really just like a threesome.
I think this is maybe my favorite Falcon scene that we've gotten so far.
The hot tub did it for you?
Okay. You know what? I don't like the hot tub.
Because, no hot tub time machine.
The mechanics of a hot tub, the water, it just doesn't. Well, first of all, hot tubs, yuck.
Cesspool.
Yuck. But then to be Falcon in a hot tub. Now, listen, we'll give them like it's probably really clean because it's Dante's and nobody else is in there. Blah, blah, blah. Fine. But like,
you don't think Dante ever hawked anybody else in that hot tub?
I'm just like benefit of the doubt. We'll take all of that out of the equation. But like when you're, the water goes in too.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
Also, it's not healthy.
Right. So,
but I don't know that really matters in this world.
While I really liked the scene, I just couldn't like
the logistics were challenging.
I had a hard time because of the water aspect of it all.
Okay.
Anyway,
I
not
support
that anyone cared about my feelings on that.
The dozens of people watching and listening to this, like and subscribe.
Our sippers, they love it.
All right. Anything else you have to add in chapter 3?
Nar.
All right. Chapter 4 is from Dante's POV. Leo and Dante bro it out, it seems. They like have a chat. They are good. And they made peace with the fucked up mate deal. I said relatively.
Sure.
1 down. That was my notes for this chapter.
Well, it was 2 pages long, so
right.
Sure.
So that's it.
I don't know that he really gets fully on board in this chapter. He's feeling major guilt, and he does later on too. He's feeling guilty about
hooking up, but
like inserting himself in a mating.
I do think that he has come around to accepting his that this is not going away for him.
Sure.
Which I think is half the battle.
Sure. Well, and
admitting it.
And this makes most sense to me that he would be the first domino to fall here. Because not only does he have feelings for Elise, of course, but also for Leo, and they're best friends and maybe more than that.
There's a lot of history.
Yeah, right. So that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I fear Gabriel is going to be the last on board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dark Angel. Well,
My
funny
boy.
you should mention that because chapter 5 is from Gabriel's POV.
Yeah.
Gabe is in all caps here, unwell.
Yeah.
He hasn't left his domicile all summer.
Yeah.
And Bill, Private Eye Bill, aka the closest thing he has to family, is like, my guy, you gotta get out of the house.
Yeah.
Come meet me at the boxing bar.
Bill's doing his best.
He's not a parent and
He's doing his best.
So I said Gabriel decides a fight would be the best way to deal with his emotions and heal his emotional wounds.
This is a theme.
Mm-hmm.
The fighting to
suppress, to actually, you know what, is giving toxicity.
Well, because we later on pick up with some other characters who do exactly the same thing.
Pretty much everybody.
Ryder, we can go ahead and say it,
and Elise.
Right.
So Leo and Dante are the only two not fighting.
Well,
at this
and
point.
I don't know so much that Elise is fighting to suppress anything. She's fighting to get his attention more than anything. But you've got Ryder and Gabe are in bar fights and organized fight clubs,
actively avoiding their feelings.
Right. We're a mess. We're a mess here.
You're a mess.
It's not.
Even Bill says you're a mess.
They're all a mess.
All right. So Ryder is actually at this bar. It is.
Yeah. Sure.
It's one of his, it's one of their bars. So
it's a fight club.
Correct. Basement dwelling fight club. Cute. So he makes eyes at Ryder. They don't talk, but they see each other, whatever. Mm-hmm. I said Gabriel tries to have a fling after his fight. Gabriel tries to kind of have a fling, a romp in the bathroom with a lady.
Sure.
It doesn't go well. It's
couldn't get it up.
Embarrassing for him. And then mid stroke, it seems.
He's like, nah.
No, he has a vision that takes his ass down. If you will turn to page 86.
I'm here.
All right.
You may read this little thing here?
It's starting with people were screaming.
Oh. Okay. People were screaming. The world was running red with blood and bodies mounted up around me. I choked on the metallic scent in the air and the blast of magic somewhere close by. Wolves raced by, howling to the sky, which was illuminated by a ferocious storm. Faces blurred around me, and I was unable to get a grasp on any of them, but a shadow drew me near, a cloaked figure, and they reeked of death. King.
Right. So now we're getting some more visions of the black card cadre and the king itself. So we see in here wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are they Felix's? Because we know Felix is working with King. Or are they Dante's pack?
Or both.
Correct. So I'm trying to clock every time we get a vision because it seems that they come to fruition. So when will we see that scene?
Well,
revisited?
It's also very much giving like the end all be all battle. Like the, like the Battle of the Bastards here, right?
Correct.
We've got this is giving final the big one.
The big boss.
The big takedown. Because King is there. Obviously, it says the ferocious storm, so we know Dante's there. The wolves are there, so we have to assume those are, I'm going to guess probably Dante and Felix's wolves are probably there. And then it says blurs of face it. Like, so I'm guessing this is like
the end.
The tete-a-tete.
So while this is happening and Gabriel is having his vision, Ryder comes into the bathroom because I guess the girl has like run out screaming.
Sure.
Can't blame her because, you know.
What the hell? He's happening like
he's like convulsing on the ground. And Ryder chooses violence, kicks him until basically
he comes to.
Gabriel comes to. They sort of have a moment of commiserating about Elise and doing as much bonding as those two can do. And then that's where we leave them. We fast forward.
End scene.
We fast forward to we are now back at school. Summer break is over. And new roommate alert because Elise is mated. So naturally she's going to be residing in Leon's room. That leaves an opening in her former suite, which we know has Gabriel, Dante, Lainey, and now a hole. And it's Eugene. Poor Eugene.
Poor Dante, it turns out.
We'll get there. Elise, again, tries to make some sort of amends with Gabriel, and he's having none of it. He's like, listen, you're mated. This can never happen. I'm just going to like push it all down. You don't exist to me.
He does kind of concede a little bit of like, I just need some time to like.
Sure.
I wouldn't say it was a total shutdown, but it definitely was a like, I need to come to terms with what has happened. I would argue of all of the men that Gabriel took this the hardest for a myriad of reasons. He is utterly and truly alone. Yeah. I mean, he has no one. Bill. He has Bill.
Don't besmirch Bill's good name.
You know what? You're right. He has Bill.
Right.
He doesn't have any friends at school. He also was completely convinced that he was the one that was going to be mated to her. Like, talk about having to just really reconcile something that you were so certain was going to happen.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like grieving. It's like grieving a death.
Correct. And I understand that. They just all feel like really dramatic.
Yeah.
Hey, just a side note. Bill. Private Eye Bill. In Zodiac Academy, do we have a PI? I feel like we do, but maybe they don't have a name.
Well, we do. There is. Well, no, he's a journalist. That's who I was thinking of. That shady journalist.
Oh, no, not him. I thought for some reason there was like a very vague reference to a PI.
What would they be investigating?
I don't know.
Okay. You may be right. I'm just not remembering.
I don't know if they were like
head,
investigating anything, or it was like an offhanded, like kind of a throwaway comment that I could have my guy look into him.
Maybe.
Look into them. And I'm wondering if Bill is also a through line between the two.
Yeah, maybe Bill. Well,
because we know Gabe is.
Right. And Lance.
Right.
So maybe Bill also works for Lance.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Is like maybe there was something there.
Maybe.
I don't know why I just thought about that.
Okay.
But, all right. Chapter 6. We are back to Elise's POV. So we are back at school. She is now officially moved in with Leo because, mates. And she literally will not quit trying to like get into these boys' personal space. Mm-hmm. I understand, but if someone is telling you they need a second, like I also do think that maybe you should listen.
Sure.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. So now she's trying with Ryder, and through this attempt to have a conversation with Ryder, she meets a new character, Ethan Shadowbrook, who seems like the hot new bombshell in the villa.
Great name. Great name.
And it is mentioned that he is quite powerful on several occasions. Mm-hmm. And man, I fucking hope he takes Bryce out for P2.
Me too. I also like Ethan is such like an early 2000s like hot boy name.
Well, it's giving Twilight.
Well, really?
It gives like a Twilight name to me.
Oh, and see, I go like early like 2000s Disney Channel movie. Disney Channel original movie.
Oh, wait. Who
with
was
the skater
Brink?
guy?
Yeah.
No, Ethan is the hot guy in
No, but isn't that guy's
Lizzie McGuire? Lizzie McGuire, the hot guy in Lizzie McGuire's name is Ethan. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
The neighbor kid, like the kid that she's friends with?
Not Gordo. No. The hot blonde one that Lizzie's like, obsessed with.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'll find it.
Okay. All right. So I said a potential number 2 for Ryder. We'd absolutely like to see it. We are in potions class, and it comes to Elise's attention that whilst Ryder doesn't want to speak to her, he's still her source.
Right.
And she says, fangs out, baby. And he is not into it. So she's like, ooh, I see that you're still into me. There's also an announcement from Principal Grayshine.
God, this guy's a freak.
Gross.
He is a freak.
In which he announces that Elise and Leon are mated with
Ethan.
Got it. You're correct.
Thank you.
He's
Ethan also kind of a good looking guy now. Not bad.
Yes, that's a better picture. He kind of looks like no, I'm not going to get sidetracked. He announces that we are mates. Grayshine announces that we are mates, and that Nightshade is no longer on the faculty, and there is a new counselor named Pluto. R.I.P. to Pluto no longer being a planet. Oop.
Oh, we didn't mention this. Ethan, big flirt.
Oh yeah. He's
very flirty.
He is the hot bombshell. New fresh meat.
Yeah, but he's like very secure and very like he hits on Elise immediately.
Yeah, he clocks that she's hot.
Yeah, and
he's like, I'm hot, you're hot, let's be hot.
Right.
And she's like, that's really cute, but
no thanks.
Mm-hmm.
They're also, I think that this was like interesting and like kind of important to note too, is that when Ryder kind of hypnotizes her or puts them into one of their visions, she's just in like jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah, she's not in like latex.
She's not like the latex get up like how he normally does it, which I think is noteworthy.
Because she's made it.
Right.
All right, chapter 7. This is our first Gareth POV chapter of this book. We are 9 months before the meteor shower. And we meet Gareth, and he is still trying to get dirt on Ryder for the fib. He is in a bit of a bind. They have hauled his ass down to the station multiple times, he references, but he is not having much luck. He decides he's going to tail Ryder. It doesn't go well. Ryder susses his ass out.
Like immediately.
And Ryder basically lays it on the line and says, I know it was you who filmed me also like, thank you for that, because she was a succubus and I needed a way out of that. But also, what would you think if I made a tape with Ella, aka Elise?
And reminder, he's in this timeline. He's never met her, doesn't know how. And I think that Gareth makes a really smart play and goes, she's just a little kid.
Yeah.
And that, like, you know, throws him off the scent a little bit of like fucking with Ella for a while.
Baby Ella. Yeah. It's it's not well, but at this point Gareth is like, well, he knows now. I know that he knows that I did it. So really the leverage that the fib had
is gone.
Sure. He's like, I'm fucking out of this, guys. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do for cash, but I'm going to let this marinate. Yeah. There is a fight between Gareth and Ryder, which I thought was interesting. I'm like, Gareth, you're powerful. You're not, you're trying to outkick your coverage here.
It's too much.
He lets him land Ryder lets Gareth land a couple of punches, but ultimately,
why does he let him do that?
I think it just like fuels him up. I mean, he's just like getting a power up, I guess, here.
So fucking weird. Okay.
Anyways, Dante ends up coming to Gareth's rescue.
Thank God, because
not a minute too late.
Literally, Ryder would have murdered him.
Yeah. Not a minute too soon, I suppose. Dante comes to Gareth's rescue, and now not only does Gareth say, I'm out of this deal with the fib, but also now I do feel that Dante is going to call in a favor here. And boy, does he in a later chapter. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, and no, I'm just Dante. What Dante? Anyway, that's fine.
We'll talk about it once we get there. It's coming. Chapter 8 is back from Gabriel's POV. We are in the arcane arts class here, and Leo and Gabriel end up being paired up in a coin tossing divination. I'm like, it's to divine the future.
Like true or false.
Right. It's yes or no questions.
Yeah.
They have to flip these solid metal coins, and before they ask the question, they have to write down their answer where somebody else can't see, and the other person has to guess or answer truthfully, yes or no. And they're supposed to be like super connected to their magic if they can do it. During class, Gabriel gets another vision. Will you turn to page 126 for me?
Sure.
All right. Do you want to read?
Sure.
It's going to start with Miss Dice drew our attention. Like halfway down the page.
Is that how you're saying his name?
I don't know. Mystic
is how they say it in the audiobook.
Okay. It looks like Tice, so that's why I said that. I figured it was Mystic.
Okay. Mystic drew our attention back to the front of the class, and Leon disbanded the silencing bubble around us as our professor explained the next part of the lesson. My eyes unfocused as I listened, and I felt the stars tugging at the corners of my mind. I drifted into their embrace, and suddenly I was standing before King, their face changing 1,000 times, becoming everyone I knew and plenty of fae I didn't. My heart beat furiously in my chest, even though I could feel myself smiling at him.
So then it goes on to say, welcome, loyal one, he said.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if you wanted me to keep going.
Yep, keep going.
Okay. Welcome, loyal one, he said, voice gravelly and male in the moment. The edges of the vision were blurred, but we were in what appeared to be an underground cave, the place carved by earth magic to create a large living space. There were soft ottomans around the place and a long table with piles of paper on it. King cupped my cheek, and their touch was warm, cold, soft, rough, all at once. Bow to your master.
Mm-hmm. And it goes on in the next paragraph. Basically, he's saying, I bowed before King. So he is concluding that he is now in this vision. He has become part of the Black Card and is infiltrating from the inside, we hope.
And see, I think he's misunderstanding. I think he is Gareth.
Oh,
interesting.
I
think he is seeing through Gareth's eyes. This
POV. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, very interesting.
Because what we know happens in a couple chapters from Gareth's POV.
Right.
I think Gareth. I think Gabe is misinterpreting.
Interesting. The only reason that I'm curious about that is he sees in this vision another student named Carla Blackthorne, who is a current student. Not that she couldn't have been a student and or member.
Yeah.
So he knows that Carla has got to be his.
Well, I mean, all the Kings were students when Gareth was there.
Sure, maybe.
I don't know. That would be interesting. That was my gut reaction. That's why I was a little confused why Gabe was like, and now I must infiltrate. I'm like, what? We don't need you to do that. You're seeing somebody else's, like, he's seeing like a vision of the past.
He's seeing through someone else's eyes.
Yeah.
Also to call out here that they are using a book in this vision called Magic Mortorum.
Mortorum? Sure.
I don't know if it's Magicae Mortorum. I don't speak Latin. I think that's supposed to be Latin. So I think we're going to revisit this a little bit later.
Well, it'll be like the new numerology book.
Correct.
Right.
Although that hasn't gone
No,
out.
wait a minute. Is that the book that Lance has in Zodiac timeline that he and...
Do we know the name of that book?
I don't know.
I don't think we know the name of the book.
But
potentially. Yeah. Okay. So he comes out of the vision and class is, over, and Gabriel goes up to Professor Mystic and he confides in him basically that he's having a hard time with his visions. He doesn't understand. Like, I don't know. What am I seeing? What am I supposed to see? What am I not?
He also is now getting all kinds of visions all the time.
Because it's unlocked.
Because the block has been lifted.
Right.
So, I think he's like, now it's like over.
The floodgates have opened.
We've gone from one end of the spectrum sort of to the other.
So on page 131, there's a passage I wanted to read. This is Mystic talking to Gabriel. Once you start working with the stars will start working for you. And to answer your second question, Gabriel, if the stars are showing you something you don't want to see, you must really ask yourself why they want you to see it at all. Remember, they are not out to hurt you. They are not malicious or cruel. They are just stars, divine beings who work far beyond the realms of good and evil. But they will punish those who thwart them, and they will reward those who embrace them. I assure you that if you place your faith in them, you will not regret it. I just thought that was interesting. Because from the King's POV, fate is good or bad depending on what's happening.
Sure.
Like the stars.
Sure.
Etc. So I think that it's interesting that we're reinforcing here that they are supposed to be neutral.
They're not good or evil. They are just.
And about... when you see something that you don't want to see, it's because you
need to see it.
Correct. All right. Anything I said, the last half of this chapter is really him making his moves on Carla and trying to get in with Blackcard.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's trying to get her to be his intro into the society, basically.
Because he thinks that she's the end.
Correct.
I'm just going to say I think that's a bad idea. I think it's a bad plan.
I think that we should be super focused on killing the king, maybe not becoming one of the ranks.
I think maybe Gabriel should also maybe let someone know what he's doing so that if his fate becomes what's going on with Gareth, somebody can maybe help him. Because because right now nobody knows what the fuck he's doing.
But he's super powerful.
He is super powerful, but like,
powerful,
what
super
the
strong
shit
boy.
are you doing?
He's also like, I'm a loner.
Hey, be nice about my boy. Stop it. Be nice about my boy. My boy!
It's not a phase, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
All right, chapter 9. We are back to Elise's POV.
You're so stupid.
Dumb. Somebody gave us a camera and the internet, and here we are. All right, chapter 9. We are back from Elise's POV. This is really sweet. Elise tells Leo that she loves him for the first time.
I was shocked by this revelation. I was like, huh? So you told
everybody
Ryder.
Else.
Has she told Gabriel? I don't think so.
I think so.
The only one I know for certain she's told Ryder.
And Dante. I think she's told Dante that
she's telling her mate now.
Well,
oh my!
And now we know why Leon's fucked up. All right, so she has to meet with Titan, Professor Titan, for her like academic advising. He pushes her to reconnect with Lainey and with Eugene.
I need Titan to be good. We desperately need not every single adult / parent figure in this story to be evil. And I know that we have that currently with like Leo's parents, or seemingly so, but they're also like a band of thieves.
Well, and like more central to our story.
I need a win for our girl Elise, and she needs a parental figure desperately.
That's not trying to sell her into stripperdom.
I'm literally begging the Twisted Sisters, please don't do the thing that I'm really worried that you're going to do.
We've been worried about Titan for some time, but then we sort of got off. We let off the gas on that one.
Well, he shows up for her and he's got the little banner.
But isn't that a great way to like really fuck somebody up?
God, we're so cynical.
The last sentence of this chapter, I loved.
Okay.
Yeah. This makes me think that maybe he is good. So Elise is talking to Titan, and he points out that there's only one person who can run rings around a king, Elise. He said slowly, let alone 4 of them at once. And she says, oh yeah, I joked. And who's that? He says, a queen. So maybe it's time you started thinking about what good you want to do now that you've been crowned.
Period. Yeah. Okay, I love him. Please don't let him be bad.
I can see how easily we could make him bad, but that kind of makes...
I'm begging.
Why would he encourage her to own her power?
I need him to be good.
Okay. All right. Well, chapter 10 is from Leo's POV. Mm-hmm. And now we're getting some insight into it's not only Elise that's struggling with this whole mate thing. Right. He loves her. He's never been happier. He's
getting laid all the time.
Obsessed. But he's truly polyam, right? Like he's like,
So does that make him special that the mating bond isn't working on him either? Go on.
Okay. Maybe. The answer is in due time.
Okay.
We are at elemental combat class, and Leo is partnered up with Ryder. They get into a big dick of a fight. They are just...
Sorry, who?
Ryder.
And?
Leon.
Yeah.
Are paired together. They get into this big dick fight.
Yeah.
They end up using their powers when they're not supposed to, and Mars says, detention.
Tale as old as time. They're out here just fighting.
Fucked up.
I thought that we were done with the fighting amongst the boys, like for the most part. I mean, well, like Dante and Ryder.
Because they're not fighting over the girl because...
Well, Dante and Ryder, they're going to continue their little scuffle back and forth because they must. We haven't had our divine moment to like...
And Gabriel just disengages.
Gabriel's like, this is so beneath me.
And Gabriel is Meredith Marks. I'm disengaging. That's for my Bravo girls. All right, so Mars' punishment for them is to go to a place called the Dead Shed, in which you walk through the threshold and all of your powers are seemingly gone. And he says, I'm going to lock you in here for 24 hours, and unless you can work together and and power share to get your way out, you're going to sit here and think about what you've done. It's an experience for the two of them because, Ryder doesn't want to share anything with anybody, and Leon wants to share everything with everybody. So the forces do eventually combine. Leon wears him down. He does.
They also, they've already power shared. I know that Mars think that this is going to be, a really big,
revelatory.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is going to take him 15 minutes. Because Leon's going to talk his ear off, and Ryder's going to go, fine. Here, go. And
which is basically what happens.
Correct. Calm down, snaky pants.
I do love Rydykins. It's a great...
Rydykins is great, but, yeah. And then he says, I miss you.
Correct. Yeah, they do have a moment where Ryder shares something that he doesn't want to share, and that's sort of what breaks the ice, and they're able to power share and get out of the dead shed.
It's just, when Leon goes, I'm your little pal.
Later,
you're not my little pal, he says in air quotes, smacking the atlas away from his face. I don't have pals. Like, oh my God.
Because the secret that he shares is basically that he's so upset about the Elise situation. This is Ryder. Ryder's so upset about the Elise situation because for the Brotherhood, he's basically been honed into a weapon his entire life. And Elise made him feel like he was something more than a weapon. That he was I was going to say human being, but I guess, is he a human being?
He's a fae.
A fae being.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add to chapter 10?
No, I think this was good. I think this is going to be good. Some good foundation for us to build on later when Elise is trying to get the gang back together.
That Rydykins
for Rydykins
has come around a bit.
Which makes me, I stand by what I said, that I think that Gabriel is going to be last to rejoin the harem.
Okay. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Because he's a loner. All right. Chapter 11. We are back to Elise. And Leon has decided that he's ready to talk to Elise. And he goes about this in all the wrong ways. Elise is at the library studying with Lainey. And Lainey's like, girl, what's going on here? Like, what's it like? She was like, I know I'm not for that P life. I am the V life. But, like, talk to me. Talk to me dirty. And Leon sends the, like, I need you right now. Come here. And she is not having any of it. So Leon decides to sick the Mindys on her, which feels like a bad plan. And even Lainey clocks it and's like, hey, what? This is bad. So she eventually does make it back to the room.
Question. Mindy question.
I don't know that I have answers, but I'm happy to listen.
So Leon is, again, I'm back to this. So Leon is also mated, but the Mindys are still wanting to serve him even though he's mated. Is it because of the charisma?
Yeah, I think it's a lion thing. It's just lions being lions, babe.
Okay. So if he, so is, no,
he
because
doesn't
it said
want
polyamorous people still didn't want others. It said earlier.
I don't think he wants to fuck the Mindys per se.
No. I know. I'm just thinking. I'm hypothetical. Hypothetical.
Okay.
So, like, what to what end are the Mindys doing this? For what?
They just want to bask in his glow. He's a cult leader. You know?
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
They want to be near him. They want to be near the Riz. Riz, baby. It's strong, potent drug.
Okay.
Sorry, let me gather myself where I was. All right, so Elise finally gets back and she's like, you asshole. This is not how this relationship works. I don't just come a crawling whenever you call. And he says, hold on. I think we need to take what is it called?
Like a truth-telling potion.
Yeah, an honesty potion.
And this is where I give you your Hogwarts alert.
Yeah.
Because this is straight from Harry Potter.
Ripped from the scripts.
Ripped from the headlines. Yeah.
So they decide, because he wants them to take the honesty potion together at the same time because he doesn't feel like Elise is being fully honest with him, and he wants to ask her some questions and in turn give her his feelings as well. So they take the potion. He asks, like, do you miss the boys? And she's like, yes, I love you, but I love them too. And he's like, that's great because I miss my lionesses. It is what he refers to the other kings as. And that's incredible.
When they find out this information,
I can't wait.
They're gonna lose it because then that will make him Simba and her Nala, and then them who help me who are in Lion King, Mufasa does have a pride of ladies that are around him.
Who's Nala's mother?
I knew you were gonna ask. It starts with an N. No.
Let's do some quick Googling.
I got it. You keep talking and I'll pull this up. But I can't wait for the boys to find out that he is referring to them as
his lionesses. Yeah, that is going to go over like a turd in a punch bowl. He's decided that he's going to get the band back together, that he is going to make it his mission to get all of our
Sarabi. I knew that.
Okay.
Go on.
I never would have gotten that.
No, I did know that, and
Okay.
I'm upset.
So you failed.
Famously, Lion King is like top 3 Disney movie for me, as it should be for everyone. We can have this debate later, but I'm embarrassed that
Beauty
I
and the Beast
forgot.
is number 1.
I'm not going to get into. We're not going to do this today.
Okay. So he's decided to get the band back together. He is taking the onus on himself. He was like, I got you. I knew it. I too want this. We can have it all, baby. It's then the next day, he and Elise seemingly go to bed, whatever. She wakes up the next day. She's got counseling with new counselor Pluto. And she clicks her heels on down to what I imagine is a basement. I just am imagining this in a basement. And who does she encounter but Ryder himself coming out of Pluto's office? And she overhears an exchange in which Ryder is paying Pluto off to no longer have to go to counseling, which of all of the people, I do feel like Ryder probably needs to continue seeing a therapist.
But also, we couldn't have done this the last time. Like, just immediately was like, yeah, we're done here. Oh, okay.
Right. Right. Fair point. Fair point. After some back and forth, he leaves, he's paid off, he's walking down the hallway. She is begrudgingly getting ready to go in, and Ryder does turn back around and throws Pluto a wad of cash to pay her way out. And she's like, Ryder doesn't do anything for somebody that he doesn't want to. So I know he still wants me.
Which she's not wrong. That is true. But I do want to go back really quickly to her conversation with Leo. And this was an interesting development for me back on 173. There, he's talking about, I miss the guys and I liked seeing you with them. Like it was hot and blah, 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 blah. And Elise says, because of me or them or both? I asked with a grin and he laughed. No, I'm all about the pussy. No need for any sausage in my bun, thanks. That seems to be counterintuitive to what we have learned already from him, because
maybe he's just not ready to admit it yet.
Okay.
He's still discovering himself.
And a little confusing.
I think that he is like emotionally in love, like with Dante. He is very much in love with him emotionally, but like physically.
Okay.
I think that
he can take it or leave it. Unless
the appendage is like not necessarily what he's after.
Sure.
All right. Thank you for that.
Sure.
Thank you for that.
Important.
Thank you.
Thank
you. And no. Thank you. All right, chapter 12. We are back to Gareth's POV. It is still 9 months before the meteor shower. We're calling back to how Gareth owes Dante a favor for Dante saving his ass from Ryder. And boy, does he call in this favor. So Lorenzo is still out here on the kill blaze, high as a kite. Right. And Dante has decided, he has schemed and come up with a plan that involves the Kiplings. And he needs Gareth to be Lorenzo's drug dealer of choice. And the Kiplings on the back end are going to slowly dilute the kill blaze so it's less and less potent. And eventually the hope is to wean Renzo, as I'm calling him, Renzo off the blaze. So master plan, in theory, okay. In theory, it's a choice and maybe it would work. But naturally, it sure as shit doesn't. We do get also some weird Cindy Lou dragon fetish sex here. And
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really want to talk about it.
Okay.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Okay. I do like that Gareth recognizes that it's fucked up and is like, man, what I'll do to get laid. I'm like, well, okay. Men, they're all the same.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it at all.
Okay.
And he's just like, trying to talk in the Fatalian accent while they're
that is
ictastic. No. It's not for me. But also we end the
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were done with the chapter. My bad. I'm so sorry.
No. I said a whiff. All right, we then flash forward after the coitus. Gabriel's hungry and makes his way to the cafeteria and encounters Renzo. And Renzo's like, I need another hit. I need another hit. On page 190, Lorenzo is asking for more. And then he tells us that he needs it because he's going to see the black card and he needs to focus.
Great.
He says, I lost my family, so I got a new one. They don't talk much, but they let me sit with them. And Gareth's like, wait, so have you joined them? And he said, yes, had to do things, weird things, but now they're my friends. Mm-hmm. And Gareth is like, oh boy, we got a big problemo. He calls up Dante and is like, he's in the black card. This is bad. Yeah. And Dante is like, holy shysta. We also get confirmation that Renzo was seeing Nightshade as well. Gareth says, I don't want to be a dealer, but Dante offers him $1,000 a month. And I got to tell you, $1,000 a month ain't enough for me.
It's not enough. To join a death cult? I think not.
But you know what? Gareth says, okay, I do it. I do it for you.
Yeah, so he's going to join the black card.
Correct.
With Renzo to keep an eye on him.
Bad plan.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Sounds like Gareth's or Gabriel's bad plan.
Yeah.
Okay, chapter 13 is from Dante's POV. Dante finds out in this chapter that Eugene is the one that's been stealing his underwear and eating it.
And socks,
making a nest for himself. And he finds out when he gets out of the shower and he's in his towel and has no underwear to put on.
No underoosies.
And who comes to his rescue but Gabriel? Throws him a fresh pair of undies. And he's like, and then like Gabe goes to, this is me, Gabe, goes to escape out the window. And Dante's like, man, you don't gotta leave.
And he's like, oh, I do.
He was like, no. This place is fucking weird. I gotta go.
Y'all are freaks. I
gotta
go. And I gotta be honest with you, he's the weird guy that has fits in the bathroom and sees the visions. And if he's calling you weird,
you know what? If I'm Dante, I would be like, pot, kettle, my guy.
Sure.
It seems like you're into our particular brand of weird here.
Sure.
So while this is all happening, Dante gets a terrible phone call from Mama. Mama calls him and is like, oh no, something terrible has happened. Felix has broken into your aunt's house. And she's like a fringe aunt. She wasn't like part of the core group around them. She like lived on the outskirts. And Felix has left a message. He has enlisted your uncle, Nero, so his aunt's wife, to work for him against his will by using their children as leverage.
Daughters.
Your daughters are the leverage.
Yeah.
We'll kill them, essentially.
Great.
Cute. So he immediately hop, skips, and a jumps home. And it's a video that is shown that explains what's going on. Rosalie sees it. And she is not doing well with this. And she is like, hey, buddy, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
Like, how long before Felix has so much power that he comes a knocking here and for you? And what do we do?
Reminder, Felix is her biological father.
Yes. And he makes that clear to her again, like, just because he's your sire doesn't mean that you are like him.
Yeah, if we're throwing the word sire around, it's not giving dad energy, I would say.
It's giving father.
It's giving bio donor, you know?
Sperm donor. All right. So Dante decides that we are at DEFCON 5 now. We have got to figure some shit out. And he decides that his best move is to go to Ryder and ask for help, which is crazy.
Hey, did you know that DEFCON 5 is actually the lowest DEFCON? It actually goes the other way. DEFCON 1 is the worst. Did you know that? Just let you want to know. Go on.
Are you done? Mm-hmm. Okay. On DEFCON 1, as somebody so kindly pointed out.
I just thought you would want to know.
Okay. So we need to make a deal here. And they do so in the woods where nobody can see them or hear them, which is smart. Sure. And Ryder is like, why would I help you? The only thing I can say is that maybe if I heard about an attack that was happening, that me and my guys, we might show up and they might be told that Felix was the target and we needed to deal with him.
I would say the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
Kind of vibe
very
here.
much. Like, Felix is the big baddie at the moment.
Sure.
And it's not good for anyone for Felix to be out there running these streets.
That's right. It's very much giving like I feel like I'm having deja vu because I feel like I've said this before, and I don't know if it was in like talking about this. Maybe Zodiac Academy, but it's one of those things, common trope, if you will, where like, ooh, we're enemies and we hate each other, but we have to set our differences aside to come together for the common good. Yeah, I think this was Zodiac. We're all talking about this. So like, interesting that this theme is kind of reoccurring here of like, we have to set our differences to take out the big baddie, much like in Game of Thrones, even.
Most
I'm just making a point.
Okay.
I have to burp. I'm sorry. Go on.
Okay, thank you. All right, chapter 14, we are back to Elise's POV. Currently, she is not having much luck reuniting these boys, but she's still trying. She is still trying, and she decides to put on her best purple two-piece athletic set and click her heels on down to the Lunar Brotherhood. I'm still struggling. Mm-hmm. The Lunar Brotherhood fight party in the woods. And she rolls up
her shit kickers. She's going to click her shit kicker heels right down there.
Sorry.
Homie wore combat boots to the beach.
Yeah, she rolls on down there and winds up cozying up to Ethan. Because Hot boy Ethan is running this sign-up sheet, if you will. Keeping the matchups. And Ryder is currently in the ring.
Hey, where's Bryce?
I hope dead. Okay. He's dead to moi.
I'm just saying, we haven't seen Bryce in a while.
We saw him like in class, but he hasn't been with his guy, Ryder, in a while. Mm-hmm. Correct.
Sucking Ryder's teat.
Oh, he wishes he was sucking something.
Sure.
So Elise cozies up to Ethan, and Ethan is like, nah, girl, not gonna have it. Ryder like snares him in this vision, and he's like taking him apart piece by piece. Mm-hmm. But Elise manages to charm her way in.
Well, she wants to get into this fight because she thinks it's the only way that she's gonna get Dante's attention.
No, Ryder's attention.
I'm sorry, Ryder's attention.
Yeah, because she wore the purple, the lilac, so that it would show blood better. That's crazy. So she ends up hopping in this ring, and they fight. She and Ryder fight. And at one point in the fight, it gets heated, and the ground basically falls out, and they find themselves in an underground tunnel. And
well, that's Ryder's power. He's earth magic.
Correct. It's but they get like so worked up, and he's.
Well, I think he does it on purpose because he's not going to actually hurt her in front of everybody. But he can't.
Right.
His reputation couldn't possibly take the hit.
Right. Yeah. He's feeling feelings. So what does he do? Create a hole in the ground.
And escape.
Correct. So they go underground, and they have a bit of a moment where he admits that he's having a hard time, and we're making a scotch.
Does he admit that he's having a hard time?
As much as he can.
Sure.
So we have a scotch of movement on that, I feel like. Elise is hopeful afterwards.
He lets her bite him.
And he likes it.
Oh, yeah.
Because of course he does.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Chapter 15, Gareth's POV. We are now 7 months. So we've had a 2-month time hop since the last time we saw Gareth. And he's fully in the black card at this point. He has been initiated. He is depressed, basically, is what it sounds like. He like has no motivation, no will. He doesn't even like pitball anymore. He doesn't want to hang out with any of his friends,
Classic
not even
cult
Cindy
tactic.
Lou. Yeah, isolated.
Isolation.
But he did make mention, because he can't like talk about or write about the experiences that he's having in the black card, that's why he's
almost like he has a magical block. Does that sound familiar?
okay.
Go on.
So he starts drawing in his journal to leave clues, which we know Elise now has the journal, and she didn't understand what the drawings were.
Mm-hmm.
So I am guessing that now we know that Gabriel is going to be in the black card, that he's going to help her unlock what the drawings mean.
Okay.
Because he too is going to be in the same experiences. But Gareth quickly comes to realize that even though he is trapped in this cult, that the best way for him to escape is to ascend through the rankings. And he is naturally a pretty charming guy and has managed to bring a lot of other people in. And the black card, the king, sees that and rewards him for such, and says, hey, you're going to ascend the ranks, and you're going to be able to start remembering some more things. Mm-hmm. I know that you haven't been able to feel as much, remember as much, etc., but you will now. And at the bottom of page 227, King says to Gareth, you may have noticed that after each full moon, you awake in your bed with no memory of the night before. That is no mistake. I need my disciples to take part in a ritual which will help me bring peace to our corner of the kingdom at that time every month. But I also don't need everyone to know the details of it. However, I think you're ready to learn what it takes to build this power I have, for you to understand the way that it has to be if we ever want Alestria to prosper the way that it should, for its people to be safe from gangs and violence. And basically Gareth is like, yeah, whatever you say, man. I want that too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gareth seems to have a little bit of lucidity during this conversation, which thank God.
Yeah.
He's smart enough to go,
yes, sir.
Yes, because then they lift the block, basically.
Correct.
The magical block off of him.
And they go on to say, you will receive a name and a photograph each month that I need you to find. And I need you to find that person and bring them to meet me. Ideally, I want them to come willingly, which we've heard before. Mm-hmm. I want them to understand what they're doing will help everyone in the long term, and for them to be ready to accept what fate has planned for them.
So the photograph and the name is coming from
Nightshade.
From Nightshade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So she's sourcing
No, not Nightshade. Professor King at that time.
Oh, yes.
King.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right?
Yeah. Professor King, the one that was stooping Ryder. Yeah.
But wasn't Nightshade still already in on it?
I think she joins later.
Okay.
But Professor King is still the professor at this point, right? Has she already been fired?
No, she's
in Gareth's time.
She's gone.
She's gone.
Yeah, that was before him.
Okay, yeah. So I guess Nightshade is taking over.
Yeah, she's the one.
But it was Professor King.
Nightshade is currently the one that's feeding them the profiles.
But it was initially King.
Sure. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that is where we leave it. I agree with you. I fear that our boy Gabriel, for those of you who have the physical copies and or can see this on YouTube, this is not at all what I thought Gabriel was going to look like.
To me, Gabriel looks kind of like a cross between like Hosier and like Jacob Elordi or something.
Oh, you think he's thin?
Thinner. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I was not seeing just like,
I wasn't seeing like meathead either, but like
definitely thinner than Ryder.
Yeah. Ryder's a meathead.
Ryder's a meathead. Jim boy, like maybe no neck, kind of vibe. a juice head gorilla as the
No.
as
No. No.
if you're looking for early 2000s vernacular. Yeah, but I'm visualizing like a hosier kind of.
Okay.
Like very like ethereal and like he like knows shit that like you don't know and like, you know.
Do you know who I could see, and you're gonna hate this casting?
Go on.
Fight Club version of Edward Norton.
Get fucking serious. Are you kidding me?
Or
No.
like maybe even a younger version of Edward Norton than that.
Edward Norton, phenomenal actor. Probably top 15 actors maybe of ever. Not hot enough. I need you to get serious.
That's who I'm picturing.
You're so...
I'm just saying.
You just,
Hosier
like,
also
don't get
physically
me.
doesn't do it for me either. So
Clip it.
I love.
Clip
Listen,
it.
don't get me
Clip
wrong.
it and send it to Brittany Broski. You'll never recover with her. Yeah, like a Jacob Elordi ex like Hosier, like tall, dark hair, like very like I know stuff and I'm kind of spiritual and a little woo-woo and maybe like don't wear shoes.
You know who would be a good casting for this?
Say more.
Dove Cameron's fiance.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Dom, I think is what he goes by even. My God, hang on. Hold.
I have previously cast Youngblood, I feel like.
It's not Youngblood.
Why?
He's not traditionally hot enough.
I don't know. I feel like he could do it.
Demonio David is his name. Lead singer of the rock band Mainskin.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Maybe him with a little sprinkle, which also one of her ex, Thomas Dotery. Yes. Yes. But I've said it before and I'll say it one more time. Gabriel is Azrael.
But Azrael is a much beefier man.
For sure, but Azrael is not like Cassian.
Himbo.
Right.
Leon is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You saw, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Dante, Resand.
I feel like Ryder's going to have problems with that. Oh, who's Lucy? Do we have a
Gareth?
Lucian? Okay.
I don't love it.
that.
I don't love it,
Okay.
but like, you know.
Any predictions for the next grouping of chapters?
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I am just enjoying the ride.
We are just along for the ride.
I don't have no.
I don't particularly have a bunch of feelings on this other than bad.
Not good. I also am beginning to suspect that that Elise does not survive. No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, that's
I think
what an uplifting way to end the episode.
Professor Gabriel goes to Zodiac
Solo.
alone.
Could it be that she survives and she's just not with him? No. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, on that note, please like, follow, subscribe. We are the same on all platforms. The Story is Pod on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Music. We drop the Zodiac Academy episodes on Fridays. And then if you tune in for our regularly scheduled pop culture and bookish episodes, those come out on Tuesdays. Katie, what's your personal handle on Instagram and TikTok?
I'm chasing 1,000 followers right now. I am still on TikTok. I don't even know what my handle is anymore, but because I've kind of bailed on it. But it's at at That's Katie Mitchell,
and I am at 8ace8 on Instagram only because I deleted my TikTok. It was a sad day, but it had to go. And on that note,
go read your book.